Hi there, it's me Marie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special, different kind of video for you. It's still gonna be ASMR, but I'm gonna be doing a Q&A. So I hope you stick around and listen to some deep, dark, and revealing answers that I have to share, as well as some fun, cutesy, and silly answers. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. And also, if you could check out my Instagram and go follow there. The username is xbeanmarie. I would appreciate that so much. So I have a grand list of questions, and I'm gonna just pick 10 questions today. A lot of these are questions I have been asked before, but just never maybe shared publicly, or it's been a while since I've talked about it. So let's just get into it. What does a perfect day look like for you? I'm in like a cabin somewhere. I'm on like a little getaway, maybe like Maine or Vermont or something. It's early fall. It's like mid to early fall. The leaves are starting to change. I'm giving you the whole scenery, okay? Either someone brings me like a latte, or I make one, or I go to a cute local coffee shop and get like a cute little local, and then maybe go for a morning hike as the air is starting to warm up, take some photos, enjoy the nature, go back, get cleaned up, and then maybe go for like a late afternoon, go hang out at a vineyard with my family or friends. Yeah, like try some wine or something, or just chill, hang out outside by like a little fire, like a bonfire. Just relax, laugh, have fun, be around other people. Maybe there's some like nice live music. Stay there for a bit, then go back to the cabin, sit outside on the porch with like twinkle light, cozy up in a blanket, maybe have another little fire, like a small one. If there's a hot tub, that would be a bonus. That's a little bit introverted and extroverted, but that is such an ideal day to me. A slow, relax, chill, fun, good vibes. Go to bed not too late, enjoy the stars, sleep in a really cozy room. I enjoy the little things. That's like the perfect day to me. What's your long-term vision for your career? People ask me it a lot because they're like, you can't just make content forever. One day you're gonna be too old. I'm like, first of all, I follow creators that are like well into their 50s, 60s. Hopefully by then I'm making enough money that I could retire. My long-term goal is probably to like stay doing this for a while. Thought about eventually be available to young people who are trying to get started in content creation, any niche honestly, but more specifically like modeling and more NSFW style. And I've also thought about using like my therapy degree, feedback, advice, validation, just support. It's very hard work being any kind of content creator. It can feel very lonely, so I would love to be able to give back and make it less of a hostile environment for some people. Just be like a content creator mommy. A little snack here. I already ate some of them because I recorded this whole video already and then realized the camera was set to slow-mo. I'd like to answer question number 3. What do I use for our filming? I used to use a Canon, but it's not the best overall because it's not a 4K camera, so no matter what I did, what I bought, I couldn't get the quality I wanted to get. So I've been using my iPhone for a while. This is iPhone 14 Pro. It has the 3 lenses, which you can do cinematic mode. I like to use this for TikToks and such. And I realized that the camera was good in light and natural light, but it wasn't that good at recording because you can't really adjust the settings as much, like the shutter, aperture, like exposure and all of that. Whereas on a camera, you can manually adjust all of that if you need to. Plus, it's 4K, so this is going to be my new tool. And for the microphone, I typically use Blue Yeti. Hello. good for ASMR, but you can use it just for regular talking as well. I would suggest definitely investing if you're interested in a ring light for sure, your camera or a nice phone with a stand, a microphone. Doesn't have to be the Blue Yeti, but this one is probably $100 to $200. You can do a lot of different stuff with it. It's a good mic. Quick lip gloss break. Oh my god, this is funny. Okay, what's the strangest thing you've ever eaten? This is kind of funny because when I first recorded this video, I told this story, but answering a different question, and obviously I'm not going to use that video, so I'm going to tell the story now answering this question. So the strangest thing I've ever eaten kind of is an iris, like the plant. It's actually poisonous. Highly do not recommend eating it. Maybe like middle school or like 4th or 5th grade when I did this. My siblings dared me to eat it. Was the type of girly that could not refuse a dare, especially something weird like that, like eating a plant, because I already wanted to eat the plant anyways. So I ate it, but I only took a little bit. I chewed it, and then I pretty much spit it all out because I started to panic. Because I think maybe they like got mad at me, or they were like, oh my god, I can't believe you did it. And then I was nervous. And then my mom like came outside when she realized what happened. She was like calling poison control and like saying I had to make myself throw up. Oh, I didn't end up throwing up, but I swear I spit it out. And I did, like I really did spit it out after. I felt like I shouldn't swallow it. So I guess I didn't technically eat it. I did chew it, and I feel like it wasn't that bad, but don't do it because it's not good for you. So don't eat it, please. Tell me you won't eat it. Tell me you won't eat it. Tell me. How do I handle like technical issues when I'm trying to make content, or like bumps in the road when you're trying to film or have a new idea or something like that? How do you handle it? And I have like 2 answers to this, because there's the emotional handling of it and then like the actual fixing it handling of it. So for me, emotionally, I kind of am not good at that. I usually end up like kind of panicking and having a mini meltdown like I almost did today, but I didn't, because I told myself it's a brand new camera, first time using it. I felt like I couldn't get mad at myself for not knowing the settings and not having it set right. It was just like in my mind, this is a learning experience, and now I've watched a video to learn some stuff about it, and now I feel a little better about what I'm recording. But a lot of times when it's something I should have known better and I mess up, I am hard on myself. I don't suggest doing that because it's not going to solve anything. So I'll usually take a break. If something went wrong or it's not working, I'll take a break and step away for a bit, get a snack, go outside, come back, start problem solving, go on YouTube or Reddit to find a solution if I don't know the answer. And then if I have enough time, I will try again. If not, I'll just make a game plan and then pick my next time that I'm going to try to record, but have it planned and ready and set. But it is challenging and it is frustrating when it doesn't go right. Like today. Favorite workout music, because it's kind of funny. I usually listen to metal, but like it's not typical metal usually. It's like either like a rap metal or like a bass rhythm style metal. If you don't listen to that kind of music at the gym, I suggest you try it one of these days. Hear me out, I swear it will be good. And if you're not lifting, you should. And that brings me to my next question. What is my fitness like stuff that I do? Because some of you have been following me since I wasn't really in that good of shape, and then started getting really into it like a couple years ago, and then now seeing me to where I am today. I've made a lot of changes over the last 3 years. Like my body's a lot different and I'm much stronger. This could be a whole video in itself, but to kind of sum it up, I ended up starting, like I did a lot of research and talked to a lot of people and had some friends help me at the gym and stuff, learned how to use the machines, then started to learn how to use the weight and the weight rack and everything, because I really didn't know. I always have been more of a cardio person. I'd always been a elliptical, treadmill, going for a run, going for a 5K, 10K, maybe doing like some HIIT workouts or Pilates style, which is fine. Like that's good if you want to kind of maintain, or you want to just be slender without a lot of muscle mass per se. If you're trying to build more of a figure, you're gonna want to do more of what I do now, which is heavy lifting, pushing myself. A lot of the days I'm trying to hit a PR, but not always. Maybe once a week or twice a week I might try to do that, but the other days are just like maintenance lifting or conditioning my limbs so that I don't hurt myself. And then usually mix in the day or days that I might be dancing at the club is a good supplement when I'm not lifting. So that's kind of my routine. And then for food, I'm more so like carnivore diet, not because I love eating meat and I hate the environment or something like that. I'm allergic to a lot of vegetables. I'm also allergic to a lot of grains, mainly vegetables, grains, and like some herbs and spices. So it makes it very difficult to like have vegan food. And I try to eat healthy, so I really have to focus primarily on eating mainly like seafood, and then sometimes I'll do meat as well. Yeah, that's sort of like my diet, and I try to actually plan it ahead of time and do some meal prep to stay on top of it so I don't end up eating takeout or fast food a lot, which does happen. If you want a video like just on that, answering questions related to that, let me know. Like leave a comment. I would be happy to give more insight onto like my fitness journey and what it's been like and things I do, etc, etc, etc. Okay, this last question, this could be a broader topic as well. It's kind of related to like my OF. People are always asking me about like how I got into it, what made me start it, how do I do on there, etc. That's a whole other video. I might do that eventually. But for the purpose of this video, so I started it because I wanted like some extra income, obviously. I was just finishing grad school at the time and I'm like, wow, I would love to have money without having to like go to a physical job because I have to be in class a lot and studying. And at the time I didn't really tell, and it was very secret. I had it very hidden. So like teachers, classmates, like anyone I worked with like would know about it. I do suggest doing that if you do have like a regular job, because it could cause problems, unfortunately. But when I eventually graduated, when I decided to stop doing therapy, like stop practicing therapy, that's when I went full blown with the OF, and with my YouTube, my TikTok, all of those started to take off more, and I realized that I really liked it. It was a very amazing creative outlet for me. It allowed me to like tap into sides of myself that felt like kind of shamed or like hidden throughout my life by society and norms. I feel like that industry is very shamed in general, especially in the US and some other countries too. So to be able to explore that side of myself and feel a little bit like rebellious and do something different and provide a creative and kind of NSFW space where people can ask for things that they maybe wouldn't feel comfortable asking, other people, or looking up on the internet, or wouldn't even be able to find on the internet. Being able to provide that, like, it's really special to me. I try to focus a lot of my videos and content on, it's a full range, don't worry, but I like to do some of the more personalized, either ASMR or comfort videos, but like the NSFW version, that's fine with me, but just something that's more intimate and kind of caring and like a loving thing, like a role play or POV style. And I'm not really, it's acting, but it's me kind of being genuine to who I am as a person and how I love and how I feel and how I express myself. So in these role plays I can kind of show that side of myself, and whoever purchases it on the other end can appreciate it and feel that love coming through on the camera. And I know that it's just a role play. It's obviously like it's a purchased piece of content. There's no mutual thing happening in person, but I still think it can have a really positive effect on people. Like, don't show up at my house, because I get nervous about that sometimes. So once I realized that I could be myself on there and really just like be silly with it, that's when the OF really started to be something I wanted to keep doing, and I still do. It's never something where I'm like, oh, I know people will say like this has a time frame on it, and like, yes, that is true, but I don't feel hostility from my OF. It doesn't bring me that much stress or sadness or icky feelings, you know what I'm saying? So it's something that I hope like maybe down the road I will tailor this type of content I have. I still could have it, still provide that outlet for people. So yeah, I kind of just like, I didn't realize how rewarding it would be. So I got into it obviously for money, as most people do, but I stayed in it because it ended up being more than that. If it was just money, I probably would keep my content very generic and basic and universal and not have ability to do all these customs and individual things and privates, video chats and things like that. I like doing that because it helps me connect with my audience as well. So you can see sometimes creators when they're just kind of doing it for the money and they don't put that much of like their personality into it. So that's something I try to steer away from. But yeah, with that said, like from where I started to now, I've had a lot of help. I've gotten a lot of feedback, I've had a lot of networking, like not events, but meetings to try to come up with more ideas. I've looked into how to promote myself more and had assistance with that. It's all really paid off. And I feel like now I've created a platform that can just be pretty successful and I have a good groundwork essentially. So I really want to go further with it for sure. I was inspired actually by a few different creators that I knew of or had been following like on Reddit or on Instagram. I'm not going to share the names right now because I honestly I don't know what their handle is and I just don't want to be like spewing their whole name, how they have themselves listed on there. But there were a few people like smaller creators that seemed to be doing a good job that I like kind of talked to and realized how manageable it could be if you are determined. So that's my last question though, because I'm scared that my camera's going to overheat and I have to learn about that. Thanks so much for watching and listening to me answer these questions. Please remember to subscribe again and check out my links below. Go to my Instagram. That's the best way to find me, to see what I'm up to on the daily, see new videos and pictures. I'm really excited to make more videos like this for you. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you soon. Bye.